Alright. Am I broken? Okay. No, I'm not broken. Hooray! I thought I was broken. That's why hello. Oh, nope, I'm broken again. Yes, hello. Okay, it just keeps freezing. I'm fine. Just, as you can see, my program keeps freezing for some reason. What is happening? Golly, guys. I love dealing with tech issues. It's my favorite pastime. What do you mean the opening? You guys are silly. Okay. We're gonna hopefully... Why is it writing on the stream? Holy moly. Chill. I haven't even... I'm losing my mind. Oh, that's a face. Alright. Okay, what if we just leave it like this? Will that fix? Why is this far more important? Goodness. Anyway. As you can tell, I'm having the time of my freaking life. What are these freaking random faces? Alright, so yeah. Okay, paper, I think that's a little far for this. Why? As you can see, my model just is being freaking annoying right now. I don't know what is going on. And it freezes again. Okay. Now the next one and try again. Watch this go on a business meeting. Well, yeah, business meetings aren't fun. Guess we'll just launch it normally. Maybe it'll work today. But yes, that's what I'm dealing with currently right now is my program for my model not working. Well, working and then not working every 2 seconds. Okay, natural golly. Okay. Okay. Alright. Let's try this again. Hi. Let's see. Does this show up properly? Yes, it does. Okay. That's all I care about. It was just like, goodness, I just wanted my stuff to work. Don't you love when your stuff doesn't work? They're just happy because they like 2 different freaking characters to be together. Anyway, since you guys wanted to see this so badly, I guess I'll show what my writing process is. Oh my. Did you do a little alien like do live stream? Okay. That's really right. Alright, anyway. So I typically do an out. Yep, this is gonna be fun. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. Because I have 2 things connected to 2 of these. This is gonna be fun. Oh, like, where do I have my... Because if I don't get... If I... Not idle sip. I want... Oh, boy. Let's see if I can find the... Okay, we're gonna put these ones... this is gonna be fun. It's not gonna be anything explicit. I've typically not done anything ever really explicit. What do I want to do? I guess we'll do... Select... Save... And then this one... Oh boy. So it's still connected? I don't think. Oh boy. A TV, what is happening? You know, what is happening? Guys, we're just trying to fix my, so if I select, oh, what did the what do I want to do? Nope, it's not gonna, oh boy. I don't even know how I set these parameters, so that's fun. Oh, I guess you get to see my random faces. So, anytime I type O and P, we're gonna see this over and over again, so have fun. Being separated by proper... Why is that a thing you guys want? Okay, guys. Okay, anyway. Outline. What is happening? Guys, chill. I have never seen you guys be so freaking feral before. Anyway, I typically outline things when I try to think of ideas, so I've thought of this for a while. And all it is really, this is gonna be so fun. And on Nick and Miles, go to the I can blossoms together. I can spell. So that's like the main theme I was having. When they go feral. Sandy. Try to be the trap of Sandy. Well, thank you. But yeah, so that's at least what the theme is. Yeah, everything's on there perfect. Alright. It says blossoms, but let's... How would I do this? There, now you guys can actually see it in high definition. See? So, I guess I'll keep the outline technically to myself, unless you guys do Google Doc expansion. They're weird. I don't know. What do I want to... So that's what at least the theme was that randomly came up when I was asked to think of something. Why do you want Why in the right? Chat's in the right corner. How much more do you want from, like, what, this? Is this what you want? What's their relationship status at the start? So, this one, at least what I was thinking at the time, was just dating. About, we'll say, we'll give it a year. They've been dating 1 year. And the whole thing is, Nick invites Miles out on an anniversary date. Hello, how did they meet? They are childhood friends. Maybe a year, it could be 2. It's not super along the lines. Like, if you want to think about it, it's, probably, so the timeline is more like around, probably after. Probably after Apollo Justice. If you want to do that. You guys can have Mako take. Why is this the. Apparently, they're. You guys want them to be together, but you also want to take them. Alright. Which Apollo Justice? What, I can't spell Apollo, it's just me having to work. It's up! The Apollo Justice game, guys. You guys are silly. Do I still get paid even though I have to share Pupper Heart? What is happening? I don't even know what to say anymore. Oh boy. But yeah, it's something like that. It could be after the Apollo Justice game or something along those lines. No, they wanted a fan fiction. A one-shot, because I'm not making a long freaking standing thing of this right now. So, yeah. Yes, he is. Nick is married to Lou, Pupper, and Miles is married to Nick. I think this is a circle. Or a very weird 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a freaking pentagon. How are you guys a pentagon? I doubt I won't make it to golly. What is happening? You know, alright, I'll just start with what what the thing is, pretty much. Oh boy. Oh, how do I want to start this? That's the most annoying part of trying to figure out how I want to start this thing. Yeah, it's barely started. The party's trying to figure out how to start the gosh darn thing. Big brain thinking, yep. I'm thinking so hard right now. It's the most annoying thing about writing. Trying to figure out how to start. Trying to think, how do I want to go about this? Okay, I got something. Alright. And, Miles's phone. Goes off. I don't know. I know how Miles's phone starts to ring. We'll go with that. It's insane. Why is it not spicy? Because I can't write spice. I can't write spice to save my life. Alright. Why do I don't need to be taught. I don't want to deal with that. See? Hi. Matthew, you changed your profile picture. What the frick is that? Profile picture? You never change your profile picture. Ever. When did you change your profile picture? It never happens. New hair. You're just like, oh, that's a new thing. Enters on the line is alright. Let's just say I don't like airplanes as much as I used to, but now I do like Mawa. Ah. Okay. Well, after I do this, we can probably try to write something funny. You recognize these two from a mile away. I don't know. Someone there. Don't get swept in the chaos. Oh my gosh. If there's no dying message. This stream is for some reason just a freaking one-shot story that I'm making because Chad asked. It was an overwhelmingly, can we have you write something? I wonder. I type thing. I will tell you this. My brain sometimes mixes words for some reason. And I mean that when I type. So I think faster than I type. It was some. That's why I said, it's my brain going, there's something wrong with this sentence. You should say inquired. Yeah, we could do something like that. Don't worry, I do the same thing. Yeah, it's more of just like... Yeah, you just think so far ahead of things that you go, huh? Hi, Kate. I tip to search up synonym for and whatever you want. Well, I typically, when you write something, you just try to get it done and over with, and then you fix it later. Don't hesitate to ask her opinions and stuff in the middle. We won't go anywhere? Okay. Like I said, you're probably gonna hear me talk. Hey, Miles. How's it going? Alright, the voice responds. With a I can't remember how to spell. Slight tremor in the voice. Managed to use almost every pen I own. I'm going on. Why did you use so much? Goodness, I just. Oh my gosh. Is that you? Is that you, Phoenix? Why are you being so... Go to the store? Okay, I needed to get creative. Alright. Is that you, Phoenix? Why are you being so... nervous today? Like I said, you're gonna be seeing my expressions move all over the place. Let's see, well, I was just wondering how work was going for you. Do 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 do. You guys are silly. Alright. Miles sits in his office chair, very confused. Confused with his ever out of nowhere call. I thought you were working on a big case this week. Why stop investigating to call me to see how I'm doing? I type a V. How do I? It's called my fingers are all over the keyboard. Be a friend. Well, he always calls him Phoenix. I don't think he's ever called him Nick. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I never keep doing what's easiest to. You silly as you, but a fellow artist at work does fill me with enthusiasm. What do you mean I'm silly as a seal? What the frick does that mean? There is no way Miles would call him Pookie. There is no way. He would freaking die in a grave before he would do that. You guys are having a freaking debate. What does that mean? What does that mean? Oh my gosh. Alright. Is everything alright? Can't hide anything from you, can I? This is what happens. I saw a poster for an event there today that I wanted to later today that looked I don't think he'd ever use pet names, but then Phoenix would have at least a few for Miles. Yeah. Did my camera go? Why are you guys like this? What is happening? I give up with you guys. I saw a poster for an event later today that looked cool. What is the word I want to use? I want to do that or I want to do something else. He's on a phone call. Alright, let me think. It's all for an event later. So for an event. And was thinking of going. Of all the random notifications. Okay. Going with I mean Maya. Maya is out of the country training. Yes. That friggin' blink. Oh, I can't even. Oh, would you guys like to see the rest of it? Well, this is what happens. I wonder how. Not saying? No. That is though. Interesting. You turn your neck left, you turn your neck right, and you see if that works. If not, drink water. Of the country. Training. How is he going to go to an event? You guys are definitely silly. Alright, anyway. Oh yeah! Guess it just... Okay, there's my mouth. Just... Huh? Oh, there we go. And for him to say there's a contradiction in your testimony. I guess I could try. The saw it and use Wiki and squished. Yeah, I guess it just slipped. My mind. Not my mind. See you later. Ah. Alright. Let's see. Okay. Miles looks at his phone in complete confusion, but decides to get off and get back to his case files. Oh, caps lock. Case files covering his desk. When did the outer god fall from the sky into sewer? Well, this is just what happens because this is O, this is P, and I can't get rid of it. So yeah. Phoenix. Or 5A, 5-6 Phoenix. Probably does. I didn't get rid of it. I didn't change it. I should probably change it. I just didn't. Let's see. I was busy and didn't think about it. Because it's a pain to change things. I will just leave it. When I get sober. Alright, anyway. Hours go by and I could spell his name. Edgeworth finally makes a dent in his work when there is a knock at the door. But he's definitely not your fan. Oh boy. Let's see. Yeah, he stands up and opens the door to see his I guess close friend? I guess we'll call it. Let's see. I want to say this. His, okay, co-worker, Gumshoe, the older man looks at his boss with a Giant grin and a giant grin. What is it? Gumshoe? You know, I have a lot of cases to look at. So whatever it is, whatever it is you need, make it quick. Lost. I love when I freaking another strange and difficult NPC. Oh, now I gotta remember how do I do this? The detective. That's how you spell detective. Holy frick! Detective. His badge is his real self. What is happening? The detective just keeps smiling until he looks Edgeworth in the face and quickly snaps out of his daze. Alright. Needs to be his just true self. I think that's his evolved self to be. That's his mature self. Occasion of being difficult. I love that this is this conversation you guys have in the background. Can you guys even see this? Well, you guys can hear me typing along, so. Alright, he scratches the back of his head and lets out a laugh. Sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I just made plans with Maggie to go to the store together. Oh boy. She finally Alright, she finally let me ask her out. Am I broken? Nope, I'm just freaking losing my mind. She finally let me ask her out. After she finally let me ask her out after the pie incident. You remember that? Remember that, Mr. Edgeworth? I baked her a pie for her work anniversary and ended up tripping, and the pie ended up hitting her, or ended up smashing all over her uniform. She hasn't talked to me since last week. What is happening? I joined it. Living without saving. Oh boy. Oh, okay, let's just see if it even came through. Oh, by the way, hey Natural, can you tell me how to fix so I'm not in light mode anymore? I can't figure it out. Yes. Natural. On Twitter, how do I fix it? Oh, there's more to this chapter. I was gonna be like, holy frickin' tabboulys. I can't find the stupid filler! I tried going in settings and I can't find it. I had it not on light mode before, and because it updated, I can't figure out how to get back to dark mode. I'm not kidding, I don't know how to fix it. But if you guys want to help me, I'll ask the internet. I'll ask Google. Because I can't figure it out. Okay, yes, go to your profile. Uh-huh. Okay, I'm at my profile. Settings and privacy. Yeah, I went into settings and privacy. Okay. Display and sound tab. I have accessibility, display, and languages. What do you mean? And all it gives me is accessibility, display, language, and data usage, but when I go in display, it just tells me how to change the font size. Hi, Dylan. So I don't know how to change the frickin' color. So, you know, fun times. I love that this being put up here makes it look more gray than it actually is. Because all I end up doing is make the text bigger, and I can't figure out how to get rid of it. The slider should have been placed in display. Yeah, I have the slider, but it shows how big it can be. It doesn't change the color. says manage your font size and color. The settings will affect all accounts on this device. How do you change the color? Like, I can't figure it out. I don't get it. That's why I'm asking for help, because I can't figure it out. So yeah, if you could figure that out for me, that would be swell. Because I still can't figure it out. So all it gives me is font size. Yes, I'm in it. Go display and languages. Yes, I'm in accessibility, display, and languages. It has accessibility, display, language, and data usage. If I go into accessibilities, it just has these different things, but it doesn't show color. And then if I go into display, it only shows text size. So yeah. Yeah, there is no other display feature. It literally just says text. Do you want me to... I will take a screenshot and send it to you. I will send it to you right now. Like, I will send it right now and prove my point. And you tell me what I'm supposed to do. Oh, thanks, Paper. Why'd you need that picture for? You really like pink, Lou. It made you laugh that much? Goodness. Alright, anyway. Alright. Dishes are clean. Well, that's good. I'm glad things are working out with you too. But I really need to get back to my work, so if that's all, wait. Okay, so that's where. Wait. I got so wrapped up in my love life that I almost forgot to give you this. No, this shouldn't be what pops up. I know what it's supposed to be, that's the problem. But you see why I'm confused and why I'm asking for help, because I don't understand. Because you would think that the color would show up, but I think it's broken. Because all it gives me is font size. So I'm annoyed right now. Probably something that's supposed to look actually normal. Yeah, that's what I would like to have. But yeah, all I have is the font size. I don't have the color of the background, and I don't know why. And I've closed out of it to go back into it to see maybe for some reason it would do that, but it doesn't work, and I don't get it. And it's annoying me. Yes, it is! I just updated it today, and that's when everything went wrong! I'm not kidding, I just updated it today! So I don't know what's wrong! I don't get it! I'm so confused, and it's annoying me. So, yeah, that's my current predicament. Like, I can use the browser, it's just the point is, I'm pretty sure the browser's fine. Yeah, browser's fine. It's the app one that doesn't work. Which is very annoying, because then what's the point of having a frickin' for some reason, what's the point of having an app? I just look at it because I'm bored sometimes, okay? But whatever. Anyway. I guess I'm gonna have to wait until they fix whatever the frick it is, because I have that problem. Woohoo! Anyway, let's just finish through this. The scruffy man hands over a letter. What do you... Yeah, I think it's only an app thing. That's why it doesn't make any freaking sense. There a letter with a letter addressed to the head prosecutor. That is how you spell prosecutor. Yes, sirree, Bob. Prosecutor. Miles looks back at the detective. The detective thinking he is trying to, I don't know, the detective with this. I'm flattered, Gumshoe, that I'm already in a relationship, so please just Focus on Maggie. What? Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, I didn't write this. I ran into your boyfriend out in front of the I cannot spell. Prosecutor's office. Alright. Yes. Nick was here? Why didn't he stop by? Why didn't he inside? Okay, I'm losing. Where's his office? Inside if he was nearby. Oh my gosh, what do you... That's just how it's gonna happen. What is happening? What is happening in my chat? Do I literally have to check? I just have the context of the freaking host. Golly. And I think for once I'm actually paying attention. Why are you smelling cotton candy? I think you just have a craving, Paper, for cotton candy. Maybe he was sick? The man looked... Oh, what's the freaking... I gotta check something. Why are you this invested? Then go have peanut butter then. I gotta freaking check something because I can't freaking remember. What the frick is the name of that stupid freaking thing? Give me a second, I'm trying to remember the frickin' name of it. Blah, blah, blah. It's the Steel Samurai, that's what it's called. Holy frick, it took so long. My brain was like, what the frick is the name of that childhood cartoon of theirs that they liked? What is happening? I was like, what the frick is the name of that samurai? And it was like, oh, it's the Steel Samurai. Looked as red as the Steel Samurai's hands. Yeah, I was gonna say, there's more than 30. Well, you know there's multiple Cherry Blossom Mikos, too? There's armor. I couldn't think of the word. The default one? You know which default one? Because she has 4 versions. So which version are you talking about? The one that's more green or the one that's more teal? Because the teal one comes into play after version 2 or version 3 for Miku. Yes, I know a lot about Miku and her frickin' incarnations. He looked as red as Samurai's armor. I called out to him and he jumped so high it was like I saw the rookie Phoenix right appear. He looked all over the place before seeing me and greeting me. He said he was in a hurry and asked me to deliver this letter to you. Have you guys been fighting? I don't recall any argument. Are we about to get a love poem? I don't think so. Do you guys want a freaking love poem to be in this fanfiction? I wasn't thinking about it, but it's not an impossibility. That wasn't what I was thinking, but freaking at this point, anything's freaking possible. If you can. Oh, this is gonna hurt my brain. You know, who gets this? Yes, I can do poetry. I've made poetry. I know. Give me a break. I'm doing this off the top of my head. Oh boy. Oh, an argument. Miles looks down at the letter. Letter and opens it. The paper inside is folded sloppily. It gets sloppy, and when he flips it open, the words look like they were written in a hurry. Slowly about folded. There's the words. Words. Do. Wow, it was never ending freaking dialogue. Jeez. Alright, he scans the letter and just stares. After a while, Gumshoe his head in confusion and goes to tap Miles on the shoulder when he the head prosecutor suddenly springs to life and oh my gosh, accidentally headbutts the detective and detective's chin. Oh boy. Okay. Sorry, I got stretch. Yeah, I don't know, that's what you guys decided to do. Who am I to judge? Well, we're almost on page frickin' 3. That's kind of amazing. Oh, I've had my hair end up accidentally making me look like I had puppy dog ears. That was so fun. That was so fun. Luckily, I didn't have it for long. I got that changed so my hair looked normal. Yes. Like, they cut it so long and so short and in a way that made it look like I had allegedly had puppy dog ears. I don't know either, but that's apparently what it looked like. What in the world are you on about, Natural? Huh? Matthew, what are you on about? What are you on about? Anyway. What do I want to call it? The... 4 ears, it would work. What? I don't see you as a plane. I think it's just on your side. The magenta prosecutor grabs his coat and yells to Gumshoe that he is heading out for a few hours and to organize the cases on his desk I cannot spell alphabetically. That's a word. How do you freaking L? Is it alphabet? alphabetically. That's not alphabetically. But then it gives me this. What the frick? How do you spell this word? Thank you. Okay, it is spelled like that. I'm looking, trying to be like, how the frick do I spell this one word? Thank you. Alright. Alphabetically, before he leaves the... Let me look at alphabetically. Before he leaves. Hey, your brain sometimes is like, what the frick is this word? I know this word, but I can't remember how to spell it to save my life. That could be me. It's not gonna be perfect. This is just freehanding. Gumshoe size from the monster of a pile that he sees on what is the word? My size from what is the word? Why can I think of how to put this? You think it needs a comma? What gave you that idea? Yes, a gumshoe. Let me just do this. Size already predicting predicting. I cannot spell today. Holy frick. Predicting the next few hours will be scarier than dealing with Miss Oldbag and her constant whining to see her I'm not majored in everything. What did you major in again? Creative writing. Golly. I don't have a PhD in everything. And what is happening? He looks I never said I am perfect at writing things. Me trying to put something down on paper is a little more difficult than you would expect. I'm also freehanding this from the top of my head, so, you know, this is so much fun. 4. I also have a minor as well, so, you know, fun times as well. I have a small itty bitty one, and this, it's very small, but I mostly am freehanding this. Why do you think there's so much random dialogue? All it can be, I could tell some random stories about, I've seen some things I never want to see again from my writing classes. Holy frick. Alright, goes to start organizing when he looks at the letter that was tossed aside. There's two S's. What's the word I want to use? Like, we're similar, if that's what you're asking. Her being here. It's similar, that's all I'll say. Similar. Yes, Paper is a girl. They're both pretty much similar. But don't show us. Huh? I always forget who's who. Well, I think most of my chat is males. Then you have the ones who are the non-binaries. And the gender neutrals. And then sometimes there's girls. Just really depends. Yes, hello, Lou. Just say, that is my percentage, at least from what I've seen. I am and the non-binaries. Hi, Val. I'm just saying, that's at least from my understanding. I am me. Golly. Alright. Alright. The man... the man opens it and... Okay, toss the side. I just think I'll just leave it like that. This is gonna hurt my brain. Oh... Why did you have a panic attack? Are you okay? Natural? Let's see how I want to do this. This is gonna hurt my brain. How do I make a bad poem and not hurt my brain in the process? Maybe take deep breaths then. We're just gonna go with the first thing that comes in there. I meant that in a good way, I think. Maybe? Something really corny? I'm trying. How was Lou the friendship? Roses are red. Another cherry. It's fall. My love for you will... That's the word. Red cherry blossom. The cherry blossoms fall. My love for you will... Oh boy. Uh. Wow, Val, you're really good at quick poetry. Alright. Oh boy. I love that this is what my brain power is being used for. This is what my brain power is used for, right guys? This is me being silent, just doing frickin' random poetry for a random fanfiction. In the year of now my brain's really showing. Alright. Don't worry, I'll show you the other stuff in a sec, I'm thinking. I don't know if it's even a style, I'm gonna be very honest with you. Oh, frickin' last line. Gosh dang it. Oh boy, I love random poetry. It was, and then it just ended up happening. So, yeah, I'm literally going to... It happened, usually I would do A, B, C, D, C, D, E, F, E, F, G, G, but yeah. My poetry doesn't always have the frickin'. There's just such a thing as technical no rhyme scheme, and don't ask me. I love I would fall all tall. But I am so randomly proud of this one. I should not be as proud as I am. Of this. Why is this rhyme? My brain. Whew. Alright. Miles. It's good enough. Hey, when it rhymed at the end, I couldn't think of anything else. So, you know. If I had to be if any something this, I'd leave. Yeah. That's the point. It's supposed to be made in a frickin' hurry. That's the whole point of this joke, is that it's made in a hurry and it's so frickin' badly made. Runs to the nearby park with couples sitting on blankets, enjoying the falling blossoms. He sees a familiar blue coat and spiky hair he could see from a mile away. Of what? Of Sanrio? Yes, it never ends. Or are you talking about Miles and Phoenix? Of course, at the bottomless pit that you can never get out of. And well, that's what happens when you try to go check things. It's a never-ending pit. Oh, way. The man has been dating for a year, is sitting there getting around, sitting there looking around. If that's the word. Who are you talking about specifically? The question is, what did you look up? Because depending on what you look up, that's not surprising. It really isn't. Too little. Oh boy. 544 items of Karami merch. Well, that's not surprising. I'm surprised there's not more. Prosecutor. The prosecutor. I can spell prosecutor. Yeah, of course there's a switch case. The prosecutor starts barreling toward the defense attorney and knocks him over. The two, I don't know. Phoenix bends his eyes after the collision and sees Edge worth towering over him. I feel like the story is about to hit the climax because it is. How'd you know? How did you know? Doesn't know what to say or even where to look. Edgeworth didn't completely You want to read this? Why do you want to read this? What, if you're talking about Kurumi? Kurumi is from a giant multimedia franchise where Hello Kitty exists. Because I guess I could put it on, like, the post, like, I'll post it on the, like, channel tab, or on X, whatever. Or both. Post, flex my creative writing degree, Oh, I hate this sentence. Where to look? I don't have a PhD. So there, but it puts merchant that tells that there's no shows or manga or anything. If you're talking about Sanrio, it's Hello Kitty. You've heard of Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty has had tons of shows and games and merch and collaborations and everything. Yes, they have hotels for Hello Kitty. They have freaking votes that have hundreds of thousands of people. No, I never said I have a PhD. Did I flex it before? If I did, I did. Nick, what in the world was that letter you sent me? I have read some of the most illegible things in my life, and those at least me question what was going on in their I just wanted to be antic, so I asked Pearls for some advice. Prosecutor. Look. Judges. Lovers' faith in a teenager's advice and asks so what she said specifically. That is not how you spell it, but whatever. Hello. They should turning mention. Oh boy. Why is this? Oh boy. Hello. Oh, don't mind my crazy chat. Chat is silly most of the time. Specifically. The Phoenix then explains how he was told to read a no, he was told to make a love letter because that's how people express their feelings all the time, says Pearls. Next time you want to do something romantic, just ask. Don't rely on the fantasies of a child who wanted you and Maya to get together for years. I don't know, I'm being silly. I'm not even caring anymore. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. My brain is like, I don't care anymore. For years. We're on page 3, almost to page 4. I still like it. Well, I'm glad. For years. No. You're right. But it worked since you made it just in time. all my headcanons is getting fed, so of course I would. Those are panic. Oh boy. Boy. Hmm. Why do you want to do banner on this? Okay, that's what you want to do. I want to freaking hang on. Hang on, my brain is braining right now. You're right. Get it so okay. I get it, so can you please Well, thanks for stopping by, Pupper. Oh boy. Is it retrieving? Yes, it is. Have you retrieved for 4 years, more or less? It's about for... About? It's been about that long, yeah. I should have one shirt. Well, hey, if you find someone attractive, and for someone like Miles who never really unbuttons his shirt ever, it would be like, wow. Just, you guys really can't let me have anything, can I? I make one spelling mistake and I get freaking blamed for it. Frack. Yeah. It's been about 4 years. A lot has changed. Why are you laughing, Joe? Why are you laughing? It's true. It's true. True dedication. Is it? I guess. But you also have to remember some of those years was just doing 1 hour, so I guess it was, and then I went to 2 hours, then I went to 3 hours, and now we're at 4 hours. But not always. Miles turns back over to friend and sees Phoenix. Waving his hand in front of his still touching face. No, I will not. No, I will not. I don't have time for that. Oh, am I broken? Is it broken? Oh, nope, I'm back. Hooray! Maybe if we get to that point, maybe. We're not gonna... That's a future in the future. It's every time... It's when you have a subathon is, when someone subs, it makes the counter go longer. That works since you made it just in time. His partner looks over where Nick is pointing and sees a stage with the steel samurai and doing a additional dance to celebrate spring. Muscles relax as he remembers back to when two of them first met in elementary school to the case and with the evil magistrate? I cannot spell magistrate. Magistrate. So much. What is happening? This straight down. I was like magic plus state because magistrate. Hey, you guys try to remember how to spell magistrate. It's not a common word. Right, to now. Guess the poem was not the worst thing I have read. You just need to learn a thing or two about and rhyme schemes. Boop, 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 boop. It says Edgeworth as he covers his mouth to cough with a blush on his face. Guess I need to get a poetry tutor. And that's spelling. Oh, Nelly. There we go. You can recommend. I cannot freaking spell. Mend. Golly. It was like, holy frick, holy moly, I can't think of the word. Creative writing doesn't mean I have to know how to spell. I'm not a punctuationologist or a grammar teacher. That's not what this is about. It's writing. Writing doesn't technically mean you have to be good at grammar. That's what an editor is there to help you for when you miss things. And once again, rough draft. Do you know how much of a rough draft this is? Grammar, not grandma. Grammar. The use of punctuation sounded on point for a sec. Yeah, grammar is how it's said. Alright. The defense attorney leans over and puts his head on his boyfriend's shoulder. Miles tenses for a second before he moves his hand to hold let me see the two. Alright, let me. I can think of someone. I'll introduce them later. I'll introduce them to you later. Hand? And I remember to imagine this second before he moves his hand to hold the partners. Really? You're gonna be to his his partner's hand, or you're gonna be that specific? Now this is my reaction. Why are you guys like this? this stream was a mistake. This stream was a mistake. This stream was a mistake. Why is there freaking 35 views on this freaking thing? What do you mean it's the Yahwee's fault? It's not their fault for existing. Holy frick. No separate minds put into one vessel of chaos. Yeah. Oh boy. What do you mean what's wrong? Lou, you know you're the #1 chatter currently in the chat right now? I wonder why. I wonder why you are. Is getting an archive? Oh boy, I don't know if it'll be unarchived. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. How the end of the month are you now? I swear, this stream's just gonna get 100 views from Lou watching this over and over again. I'm intimidated. To have been through so much together that this moment of together that they both think that they both hope for this moment of peace sticks around for a little bit longer. Alright, we'll end with that. How's that? Four pages. Well, 3 and a quarter. Why are you laughing? I could have had a little bit more. You're satisfied? Like, the other thing is, like, do you guys want to see the joke I was going to make? Technically, I could make the freaking joke. If you want to know what the joke is that I was gonna make, is I was gonna say... I think we better end it here. Well, I'll tell you, make it, sure, make it. So the joke was gonna be, and I think it's so stupid and out of character, but I was gonna have Miles say, oh, you know, I could have my, stepfather tell you, what the frick is his name? I have to frickin' remember and I can't remember. Oh, what the frick is his name? Give me 2 seconds. I can make the joke, I just gotta remember the frickin' guy's name. Oh, I've been on to the frickin' Ace Attorney wiki so many frickin' times, I literally just have to put Ace and I get the frickin' whole thing. Yes, I was going to make that joke. Where's the frickin' associate? Where the frick is he? Affiliates. Yeah, what if I get Manfred to help you, or Francisca? They'll make sure that you have perfect grammar. You know, that whole funny joke. Yeah, I'll have Manfred or Francisca teach you. Grammar, that would go well. And then he's like, no, please, can you just teach me? Yes, if you never tell me this, if you never write this type of poetry ever frickin' again. And then he goes, fine. Something like that. I think it would be funny. Is 7.5 a joke boosted my rating? See, that's the joke I made. I thought it was funny. Where it's like, you know, make the joke of like, oh, have Francisca help you. I guess I... Which, I can ask Francisca to help you. Hang on, I gotta type this thing and add it. Doesn't she have a Z in her name? Alright. I love how many freaking associates... Like, why does Phoenix has so many associates? It's freaking a mile long. So Fran and then Z-I-S-K-A. Fran... Z-I-S-K-A. Ask Francisca to help you. She'll make sure your grammar is perfect. States Miles with a smirk on his face. Oh boy. Can't you just teach me? Please. Please. Francisca. Whoa. The gap is 225 to 375. Dude, no one is reaching the score for that number one crown. Wow. That's impressive. We'll never let me leave. Let me hear the end of it. Alright. I will you instead of this. What is it? It's good if you promise to never write poetry like that ever again. That's the whole funny joke. Promise. Oh boy. The lovers laugh at the conversation and go back to watching the dance. The couple, I love when I went. The couples around them smile and laugh. the two blend in with the site. There we go. There's an ending. Hello. There's an ending. Huzzah! Alright, now it's almost fully 4 pages. Yay! Look at this. Miracle. As you can tell, I get more into my writing the further in I go. It's starting the gosh darn thing. Why are you laughing? Just because of how the funny thing at the end, it's accurate. Yes, I did it. It's finished. I did it. If there is a spelling error, I am weak English, I'm sorry. That's fine. I'm a native English speaker, and I can't frickin' spell things correctly half the time. You'll blend right in. Do you want people to see what I'm critiquing natural, or do you want me just to read it out loud? Like, what do you want me to do, I guess? If I handle the ruby candles... I said candles, characters. Golly. Imagine... I'm surprised they haven't made ruby-themed candles yet. Read it. Okay, everybody chill. Chill. Alright. Let me do this. I need story time. Alright, is the name called Naruhodo Ryuchi in Japan. So, if that's the case, then what's his ancestor's name? Since Naruhodo Ryuchi is his ancestor's name in English. Since that is the case, now that I think about it, yeah, what the frick did they name him in Japanese then? If that's the case, what is read mode? Oh! I didn't know this existed. I never knew this read mode thing existed. This is blowing my mind. But yeah, what would it be? No, what do you mean dog bark? His attorney... Or, it's Ryunosuke now. Chapter took me 2 hours. Did you? I don't think so. My dog is asleep, to my knowledge. Masager is the name called Mitsuge Reiji. Yep, that makes sense. Okay, does this give me... It tells me his occupation. What the... Okay, name in other languages. Is it a slight difference? Naruto Ryuchi instead of Ryuji. Ryunosuke Naruto. And then Naruto Ryuchi. Ew. Okay, that explains a bit more than I thought. So the naming, that is so close that would hurt my brain. You guys want to see the freaking random how Phoenix and his ancestor, how close their names are in Japanese? That's kind of wild. What the frick? Alright, so let me... Well, if we take what our lovely friend here has given us... So... This is Phoenix. And then... You guys remember Ryunosuke. Now I gotta remember to frickin' spell his name. Ryunosuke. If I could spell, holy jeez! Nosuke. Naruhodo. I think it's exactly the same. Yeah. So yeah, it's exactly the same as it is in English for Ryunosuke, but if you look at the comparison of the names, look at it. So that's Phoenix's name, is the first one. So you can really tell that they're related. Nickname of Phoenix in Japan became Naruhodo. Naruhodo-kun. Naruhodo-kun. Makes sense. It just freaking blows my mind because we only know Naruhodo as his ancestor, so my brain is confusing them. But you can definitely tell they're family. When you see it from the Japanese one, it's like, oh, but yeah, it's really close. You see what I mean? You got Ryuichi and then Ryunosuke. Or Naruhodo Ryunosuke would technically be how you would say it. So in Japanese, Phoenix always kept the last name. Yep. And if I... Let me see, where the frick is his associates? What is... I'm trying to remember what the frick... Oh, and then when you have Sasato turning into Naruhodo for the 1K, she becomes Ryutaro. Naruhodo. So is just Ryu the name that they like to use in the Naruhodo family? When the right name got introduced in the family, but I guess it never happened. It did. It probably, at least if we think of the English terms of events, it's probably that he moved over that his family at some point during the generation moved to the West. Assumingly the West in LA, and they changed their name. Is the assumption, because that's kind of what happens when families move over. They change their names for reasons. The reasons of specifics could just be so they can move further up in the line, which I don't know why you'd go from an N name to a W name, but to each their own. Anyway, if you want to just... Where does it show? Okay, that's how this looks. I don't know why. When Maya Fei in Japan, the favorite becomes miso ramen in Matsumai too. Huh. And yeah, I can tell it's a self-insert because it's got your name or YN. It's the same freaking. It's the profile picture you used to have. Yes, he's been doing that for a while. For months now? I don't think it's been a year, but it's been months. Anyway. Let me read this. You had never seen your dorm this clean before. Normally it was just a room. 4 walls, a desk, a bed, and a bathroom. But tonight the place felt different. Brighter, bigger, full of energy you still couldn't quite put into words. Maybe that's what happens when you put 2 entire teams. Maybe that's what happens when you know 2 entire teams are about to cram themselves inside. Don't know why that took me a second. You just got nostalgia. My brain had just a hard time being like, why couldn't I read this sentence? Oh! That's what that is? Oh, that's weird. Okay, whatever. No, I just was like, my brain was having a moment being like, is there a misspelling or is there a missing word? Anyway. Okay, so it ends here. Okay. Earlier that day, lunch break, you sat quietly behind Lunch break, you sat quietly under a tree eating your sandwich when both Team Ruby and Team Juniper approached with coordinated suspicious enthusiasm. It's not too long. Ruby stood in front like a tiny Jenner. Your name, we need you. For what exactly? You asked as a sense of regret washes over you. Yang placed both hands on his shoulders. Buddy, pal, friend of mine, how big's your dorm? Normal sized? When I see Weiss spelled out, it looks so strange. Weiss steps forward. Compared to ours? Well, I guess... Well, I haven't really furnished it all that much, so bigger, I guess? 8 voices shouted, yes! In unison. John moved in next. I thought that said moved in text, and I was like, what do you mean moved in text? How do you move in text? Oh, boy. John, we want to do a team bonding thing, but Ruby's room is too cramped. Ours has Nora, and yours is perfect. What does that mean? From Weiss, yeah, I don't blame you. Okay, I have a question already. Why is Nora being in Team Juniper's room a problem? What does that mean? They're doing a bonding exercise and Nora's in the room? What does that mean? I just need to put it out there. I don't understand what's wrong. What's wrong with Nora? What have I come back to? Natural's fan fiction. Anyway, where am I? Hey, Nora says. Blake sat down her book, then looked down at you with calm seriousness. Oh, yes, he is a guy, from my understanding. Since it said Yang, placed both hands on his shoulders. You have the most open floor space. It's efficient. Pyrrha, there's really 2 R's in Pyrrha, clasped her hands. It would mean a lot to us. Ruby inhaled deeply. So please, can we use your room for our sleepover tonight? We'll help clean and decorate and not break anything. That's a lie. That's a lie in so many ways. I know they're gonna break everything. Yang raised a hand. No promises on the last one. And, well, there you go. You stared at all 8 of them, big hopeful eyes, even Ren looked why am I? Oh yeah, you said I was in this. Why am I here? I'm kidding. It's the other Ren. I know, because there's another Ren. It was gonna be like, is this the joke? Please tell me there's not a joke of me looking at the other Ren and go, hello, other Ren. I hope not. Yes, there's a Ren in this series. He has pink as one of his colors. It's a joke. I was joking. No promises on the last one. Looked expectantly supportive. Fine. Ruby shot into the air like a missile. Yes! Back in the present, you exhale as you finish arranging the last tray of pastries on a foldable table near the wall. Mini croissants, berry-filled danishes, chocolate eclairs, and a handful of experimental treats you and the twins tested earlier in the cafe. Why did I agree to this? Am I really that much? Oh, there's more. There's still more? Holy frick! Holy frick! It's still going! I was like, oh, this is a short chapter. Holy frick, there's more! Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I did not expect it to be this long. I thought it was gonna say show less, no, it says show more. Anyway. Why'd I agree to this? Am I really that much of a pushover? You thought but didn't have an answer. You only knew it was too late to turn back now. Then you checked the time, 7:02 p.m. Right on schedule. Bang, bang, bang. Your name, open up! Hello, cheese. After Gotham, we got you right. Oh, we'll finish it. We're getting there. Ruby's voice chirped from the other side. You open the door, immediately greeted by Team Ruby and Team Juniper spilling inside like an overly excited flood. We're about pillows and blankets. Weiss said with the dignity of someone carrying a royal cape rather than a folded comforter. We brought energy, Yang added, flexing. Blake raised a book. I brought this. Nora held an entire sack. We brought everything else. Ren sighed. She means snacks, a responsible amount of snacks. You rub your temples slowly. I prepared food, you know. We know. Yang grinned. We prepared snacks to eat while we wait for your food. You were about to ask how that made any sense, but considering this was Nora... Where the frick is this? There's still more! This was Nora's idea. Yeah, that tracked. Afterwards, it didn't take long for the dorm to transform. Weiss arranged the blankets with military precision. Blake claimed the corner near the lamp for her reading spot. Yang picked the middle of the floor immediately, best wrestling spot. Ruby zipped around, pinning mini decorations she made, probably herself. Nora started testing how high she could jump from the bed onto the pile of pillows. Ren caught her on the third try. Pyrrha placed her sleeping bag beside your bed, giving you a warm smile. John attempted to help. He also attempted to untangle a set of fairy lights. He failed both attempts. Are you trying to dress up like a glorified Christmas tree? I'm not doing this on purpose. John said as he ended up wrapping the lights around himself, and with a defeated sigh, he turned to you and Pyrrha. A little help, please. You and Pyrrha snickered simultaneously before heading over to free John. A little while later... Oh, can I just have show all? Holy... Where am I? Where's the sentence? It's still going. Where am I? Where is it? I put show all. I can't find it. Holy frick! Where am I? Oh my gosh! How did Twitter not frickin' ban you from putting this? This is the average length. No, I'm just surprised that Twitter was like, this was not a set limit. Holy frick. It's still going. Oh my gosh. It's still going. Where am I? Why the frick is this the thing that I see? Why is this? Oh my god. It doesn't end. It's still going. It's still going. Okay, I'm in somewhere in here. There we go. I found it. Oh. Alright. A little while later, stomachs start growling, and when you finally set out the pastries, the room instantly quieted as the scent filled everyone's noses. Okay, I'm gonna ask, were they on a table previously? In the room? So why did no one smell it previously? Ruby gasped, Nora visibly teared up, John whispered, "Is this heaven?" Ren leaned forward, nodding approvingly. You improved the glazing technique. Why did you write that? Why did you write that? Please. Stop. Vera took one bite, smiling like she found world peace, and the rest followed. Weiss blinked. This is better than Schnee Gala catering. Yang took a pastry in each hand. Your name, marry me. Blake nibbled hers while reading her book. I second that. You stared at them. No. Worth a shot. Yang shrugged while Ruby chimed in, hands filled with cookies. It's as they say, your name, the way to someone's heart is through their stomach. Is that really all it takes? Then Weiss brought out a pack of cards and started to explain the rules, only for Yang to interject midway. Okay, why is she all of a sudden bringing out a pack of cards? Like, is it now game time? We just switched from talking about food, now we're doing games. Okay. The only context you have to have is that there's 2 groups of 4, and then you have your name as a separate entity. Oh, right. Okay, new rule, Yang said while cracking her knuckles. If you lose, you have to answer a question. That's not how this game works. Weiss protested, it is now, and so the game commenced. Ruby slapped her card down with a dramatic flair. Boom. Ruby, that card doesn't even go there, Ren said gently. Ruby blinked. Oh. Nora leaned over you. What does this card do again? It's literally the same card you played 2 turns ago. Oh. That I clearly forgot, you don't say. Expect everything about it to be perfect, too. You want a critique? I'm giving you critique. So the other thing was, all of a sudden, back at the meeting when they were going to bother your name, and Blake put the book down. How did she put the book down? Was she sitting next to your name? Where did she put this book? In her invisible pockets? You know? It's a small thing, but I was questioning. Blake spoke without looking up from her book. She didn't remember then either. Hey, in the end, Weiss lost the first round. Yang grinned like a Truth or dare, Ice Queen? Weiss straightened. Truth. Yang leaned in. Is it true you cried when you thought your family's head butler was retiring? Weiss slammed her hands on the table. He raised me. Confirmed. Okay. How? There must be some context, because was this talked about? Well, I think I've seen Ruby, and I think it has its good points, but then there's also some times where the show itself has a lot of issues that I don't want to go into. You bit into your pastry to avoid laughing. Soon enough, the card game would derail to a classic truth or dare. The circle was formed, the air was heavy with judgment and potential humiliation. Ruby spun the bottle, it pointed at John. Okay, we were playing a card game, now we're playing spin the bottle. What is happening? Okay, good, there is context. You bit into... Soon enough, the card game would derail to truth or dare. Then why is there a bottle? Why is truth or dare with a bottle? Okay. Wait, what? Truth or dare? Ruby asked gleefully. John wiped his mouth. Truth. Yang smirked. How many times have you tried flirting with Weiss this week? Weiss's entire face turned red. Yang. John counted on his fingers. 7. And you still won't stop. Why? I was testing which opening line worked best. None. Ruby nodded sympathetically. Yeah, dude, none of them worked. Bottle spun again. Weiss. Yang cracked her knuckles. Dare. Weiss glared. I didn't say anything yet. Dare. She repeated, making Weiss sign frustration. Fine, dare. Ruby whispered something into Yang's ear. Yang grinned. Weiss, go to the window and yell the first sentence of your favorite romance novel. Weiss froze. No. John leaned forward. What's the sentence? Weiss, avoid eye contact. It's private. Adara's Adara, Weiss. Red doesn't talk this much ever in the frickin' show. You must talk more in your frickin' fanfiction than the show has ever given him. Fine. Nora already opened the window. To the breach. Weiss stomped over, inhaled, and yelled his so cool and like a polished atlas. What do you mean? Are you talking about Atlas Robot, or are you talking about the city of Atlas? What do you mean? Silence. Then Yang collapsed laughing. Ruby copied the yell, Blake lowered her book slowly. That is a choice. Weiss closed the window with a mechanical defeat, face blushing in embarrassment. I hate all of you. Bottle spun. Blake. Truth, she said calmly. Okay. Ruby leaned in innocently. Why do you always read, like, everywhere? Blake blinked, surprised by the simplicity. I like stories. They're places where the world makes sense even when life doesn't. She looked down at her book. And because it's easier than talking sometimes. He nodded quietly. Somehow Blake noticed. Thank you, she said softly. You weren't even sure why. Bottle spun. Your name. 8 sets of eyes turned towards you. Ruby grinned. Truth or dare? Truth. Weiss asked before anyone else could. What do you actually think of all of us? The room held its breath. You rubbed the back of your neck, completely caught off guard by the question. You guys are loud, chaotic, annoying, sometimes invasive. Everyone blinked. But you're also the closest thing to friends I've ever had. Ruby melted. Yang clutched her chest. Weiss looked away quickly. Blake smiled behind her book. John nodded proudly. Ren and Pyrrha both softened. Nora cried. I knew you loved us. I didn't say. Too late. Nora used tackle hug. If you're gonna use tackle hug, then say it's very effective. Finally, before heading to bed, everyone decided to watch a movie, and for some reason you let John choose. He chose an action movie titled Man-Bat: The Obscure Night. You were forgetting. Why are they splitting up? Ruby complained. It builds tension. It builds stupidity. Yang threw popcorn at the screen. Kiss already. Ren blinked. This is an action movie. Exactly. Nora whispered. I shipped the villain in the car. The car? Why the car? I need to know what this movie's about and why a car. Is it a talking car? Nora, no. John whispered back. Pyrrha smiled softly. I kinda see it. Pyrrha, no. Finally, once all the games ran out, Nora uttered the worst sentence possible. Let's try something spooky. Oh boy. And because the universe hates you, it happened the moment you went out to use the bathroom. You returned 2 minutes later. 2 minutes. And in those 2 minutes... Well, let me ask this. They do a movie night. Is these like DVDs, VHS, streaming services? Because no one said that they brought movies. So if your name is scared of horror movies, where do they get the scary movie? Unless that's answered later. Just was wondering. They had drawn a summoning circle on his floor paired with Weiss's semblance for extra effect. Oh, they're doing something worse. Oh no. I don't remember. This thing's very long. I don't remember what Nora said. I think I'm laughing at the fact that I thought we were going to a horror movie. No, we're doing a seance. Okay. They had drawn a summoning circle on his floor paired with Weiss's semblance for extra effects. Oh, they brought everything. Oh, everything else? Okay then. Where am I? Ruby held the book upside down like it was some forbidden tome. Yang had a flashlight under her chin. Weiss was lighting scented candles. Blake was not participating, but was watching with mild curiosity. Nora was chanting something not even close to real words. Ren sat beside her, resigned. I will say, I don't believe that freaking Weiss would do this. I want to know the conversation of how Ruby convinced Weiss to do this. I need to know how Weiss was convinced. I don't believe she would do this on her own just because. I need some convincing of how she ended up in this position. John was holding a grim plush like an offering. Pyrrha looked up and smiled shyly. Welcome back. He froze at the doorway. What are you all doing? Ruby beamed. We're summoning a demon. Yeah, please. I need to know. How, because you know Weiss by the way, if you guys don't know who Weiss is someone from an upper crust family who's someone who likes to follow the rules and doesn't like to have fun. So her trying to help with a seance seems so far out of the realm of her reality that she has to be convinced. And she's someone who can be easily convinced in some ways. Because she's someone who doesn't like to lose. So, that's the other reason where I'm like, how did she get convinced? We want to know if they like pastries, Nora added. Yeah, I need a whole conversation of how they decided this was a good idea, and why Pyrrha, the sensible one, is not doing anything. Everyone is just like, we want to know if a demon likes pastry. Oh boy. Nora added, Yang nodded, and if they can help us with our grades. You stared at the chalk circle on your floor and realized, that's salt, you muttered. We ran out of chalk. 1, where did you even get chalk? 2, is that my cooking salt? Is there a kitchen in this room? Did their dorms have kitchens? We ran out of normal salt. You inhale deeply. Move. They moved. You grab a towel, wipe the circle clean, and toss the grim plush at John's face. No summoning anything in my room. Aww. Nora pouted. Blake closed her book. To be fair, it was entertaining. And I'm surprised Blake just let them do this. Ren nodded once. We also would have died. Then why didn't you do anything? Nora gasped. Ren, have a bit more faith in us. I don't have faith in you. Is actually better for circles? Huh. Night eventually settles and the quiet moments begin. The energy eventually mellowed, turning soft as everyone found spots to sit and rest. Ruby curled up in a blanket burrito beside Weiss. Blake quietly read while Yang leaned lazily against her. John snored already. Do you mean John was already snoring? Nora was using Ren as a pillow. Ren accepted his fate. Pyrrha scooted closer to you on the floor, handing him a cookie she saved. You handled the chaos well, she said gently, barely. It suits you. Being exhausted, she laughed softly. No, bringing people together. You didn't know how to respond to that, so you didn't. They just sat together in comfortable silence. Eventually, the lights were turned off, floor covered with pillows and blankets in chaotic slumber party fashion. And a too good conduit. Huh. You lay on your mattress, staring at the ceiling, doing your best to relax after hosting what was essentially a human hurricane. You finally felt sleep drifting in, but then, Ruby. Yeah? Do you think fire dust tastes spicy? Nora, why would anyone eat dust? I'm just asking. Close your eyes, please. Please let them sleep. Ruby whispered again. Well, maybe. If it combusts in your mouth. Nora, no. Ren's voice called softly across the dark room. Please don't try to find out, but no. Ren repeated firmer. A pause. Okay. Silence. You exhaled. Finally. Ruby whispered even more loudly. Hey, your name. Are you asleep? You kept your voice level. I'm trying to be. Okay, cool. Just checking. A beat. What do you mean a beat? Nora whispered. Hey, your name. What? Thanks for the pastries. You already thanked me. Yeah, but that was before I had the third one. You pulled your blanket over your head. Blake's tired voice drifted from across the room. Ren, Nora, please shut up. Yang groaned. Seriously, it's bedtime. Even John's already gone. Everyone glanced towards him. John was dead asleep, mouth open, snoring, blanket twisted around him like he fought it and lost. A second passed. Ah. Weiss whispered, how does he fall asleep instantly after all that? Pierre smiled softly. He's exhausted, but I'm glad he's resting. Nora whispered, I want to poke him. Ren sat up. No. Nora pouted audibly. A moment passed, then Ruby broke the quiet again, but this time softly, sincerely. Hey, since we're all still awake, can I say something kind of cheesy? Yang snorted. When do you not? Yang. Ruby continued anyway. I'm really glad we all did this, even if we were loud and chaotic, and Weiss screamed about glistening muscles. I thought we agreed to never talk about that. White hissed. Ruby giggled. I know, but tonight was fun. Like, real fun. It felt like we were all one big family. The room quieted. Blake lowered her book. I thought she already lowered her book. It was nice, loud but nice. Yang stretched under her blanket. Yeah, we gotta do this again, and next time, your name we're bringing a pizza oven. What? No. Yes, Yang corrected. Where are you even getting a pizza oven? I have my ways. Tira added warmly, thank you again. Your name for letting us use the space. Ren nodded, we appreciate it. Nora whispered dramatically, you are the glue that binds this world. You snicker. Don't be ridiculous. I'm literally just a guy with a big room. And we love the room. And we love you, Ruby corrected. You blinked in the dark as a familiar warmth spread through your chest. Thanks, I guess. A collective warmth lingered for a few seconds, then everyone settled deeper into their blankets. Then Ruby whispered, Ruby, go to sleep. Hey, Nora? Yeah? Do you think lightning dust tastes? No. The entire room burst into muffled laughter. You couldn't help it either. You smiled into your pillow. Eventually the laughter faded. Blankets rustled. Breathed. Slowed. One by one they drifted off, except John. He continued snoring like a dying engine. Sleep finally claimed you, and after the first time in a long while, your room didn't feel empty. And that's the end. Overall, it wasn't bad. Like I said, there's just some, obviously you see the spelling errors and whatever errors. But, yeah, it's not bad. I just have many questions. Oh, if you guys want to see what I was talking about earlier. So this is what my app looks like for display. And then Natural showed his. So mine's supposed to look like this, but I don't have them. It's stupid. I think he handled the characters pretty well. Pretty well. At least I think so. Just, you have to give context for why Weiss would want to try to go into a seance. Because I do not believe for a single second that she would just agree to it willy-nilly. That's the biggest thing for me. Anywho, there you go. You guys got two for. Would think it'd be funny if I didn't. But wouldn't you think it'd be funny if I didn't include it? That's your choice. Well, if you don't want to include it, then have your name as, how the frick did you convince Weiss to be involved? And then Ruby smiles and is like, I have my ways. Yeah, I might end early, because I finished the thing. I think you guys are satisfied with the story, are you not? You guys got 2 fan fictions, one for Ace Attorney and one from Ruby. I think you guys got it. I'll post it in a... I have to take frickin' screenshots of it. Golly, okay? I gotta figure out how I'm going to get this to fit. Not yet, I gotta figure out how to get the stupid thing. Alright, give me a break. Weirdly, that fits. Huh. Oh, I missed a sentence. Frack. Hang on. Got it. Haha. Pictures. Screenshots. I'll post it probably on Twitter and in the community tab. Is it supposed to be Oscar? I would guess Oscar if I had to guess anything. Oh, that just makes it hooray! Okay, that's 2. Hang on. I almost got them all. Alright, now I got them all. Excuse me. Off a legend? Then I have no idea. I still can't believe the amount of random freaking... let's see. Obviously, you guys are gonna have to click on the things to see everything. I'm gonna tell you that now. Because the previews don't show everything. Somebody said that it was like a second most like chapter I've made. No, would not surprise me because it has actual character interactions that the show is not able to do in their own show, even though they've had years to do so. So, no, it does not surprise me. I'm just saying, I know, because that's what everyone really wanted, is them to actually... Won't let you look at it? Holy jeez, that's so close. Oh great, I gotta look at this stupid screenshot. Well, I'm glad that you like it. I've just tried to... Oh, golly. I don't even know if I put the whole thing in properly. Yeah, it cuts it off. That's annoying. Alright, let me... Edgar Allan Poe, what? I am not saying I am a good writer. I just exist. Alright, let me freaking... try to put this stupid thing together. So it does have it. That's so annoying. How many images can I put? I can drag up to 10 images. Okay, I might have to do this in... I'm not even blushing, I more laughed. Hang on, I'm gonna put frickin'... I gotta re-screenshot this bullcrap because it cuts things off and that annoys me. So at least I can put 10 screenshots, so sorry guys, you're gonna deal with a lot of screenshots to read through, but that's the only way I'm gonna be able to put it on YouTube. So enjoy all the screenshots. I know button and button meant the same thing. It's true. Hey, it cut it off. If you guys, I don't have to actually post it. If you guys don't want it, I could just, unarchive the stream and never post the stuff and just keep it on my Google Drive. Sounds fine to me. Still blushing. This one, and then this one, the last one, finally, woohoo! What do you mean? I'm working on it. Give me 2 seconds. It's difficult, okay? Alright, now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna... Oh, no, you don't... No! How do I... add... How do I... Okay, and then add this one. Okay, hopefully this will work. Paste. Okay, here is the... Can I have someone go to the community tab in just a second? So that I can have someone tell me if it works properly or not. Please and thank you. Because you have to open a new image and tab. Nope, it still breaks it. How do I fix it? Oh, that's so annoying. Oh! Yeah, but try to read it. Does it work? Because it doesn't look like it works. That's the problem. It's how small do I need to make it for this to work? Like, I make these things freaking small. Alright, we're gonna have to delete it again. I do make it smaller, that's the funny part. I just deleted it. Is those little... Alright, I'm gonna have to freaking do the next thing, which is always so fun. Alright, let's open up my freaking art app over here and open all of this bullcrap. My favorite pastime, to open this and make everything smaller. Oh, Nelly. Okay. No. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Don't save. I'll save as that one. I think. I have no freaking idea. We're just gonna need these, I'm just gonna put you out here. Much better to know, thanks to you. Well, glad witnessing a civil war in Discord. Why is there a civil war going on in Discord? Alright, screenshot. It's the same one. Okay, so I can delete that one. That one can go away. You're next. Make this one smaller. Alright, we're gonna test another one, okay, guys? So we're gonna go back to my stuff. And I need you guys to look at this and tell me if this works, okay? So I put this there. No, it still doesn't fit. Okay, do I just have to make it... Okay, so vertical... Hang on, I gotta fix it again. Alright, now we're not getting answers around here. I need it to be smaller. So it can be as long. What if I do it this way? Alright, let's try... this way. How much smaller does this thing want it to be? Holy frick. It wants you to make pixels upon pixels upon pixels of sizes. And what if we do this? So it's still somewhat legible. We open a new thing and we go like this, and then we go like this, and then we go like this, and save as this. If you're Jamie, you can tell us what games are on your list to play. Well, we already know that I want to get Silent Hill F is on the list of things I want to play. Oh, and now it's even blurrier. Okay. How much time? YouTube. YouTube. I'm going to lose my frickin' crap with you. Okay, how about this? I have a random idea. I finished season 1 and 2. I need to watch the movie. I haven't watched the movie yet. Okay, we're gonna have to move this in. I have another plan. The next plan is to do the most annoying thing known to mankind. And you might think, what in the world could that possibly be? And that's moving the frickin' indent. And move this around and try to hope to frickin' Betsy I can get it. Alright, or the next thing. Set. I didn't watch the movie first. Oh, so this one's too long, so what if we go like this? Hang on, I'm trying to get everything all on one side. So the pages are gonna get bigger. Sorry, I'm focusing because I just want to make sure all of it gets around the same side so I can just do. Alright. But yeah, I need to watch the movie. I meant before the movie. It was interesting. I liked the Battle Royale. It was more fun than I thought it was gonna be. I don't know what I was expecting, to be very honest with you. I guess I just have high expectations for Battle Royales. Let's move you over there. You over there. It's fine. You over there. For then you to go over there. That's fine. It's season 3. Huh. Yeah, I have no idea about anything except for what happened during the, exhibition? Is that what it's called? Or the... whatever the frick it is between the two schools? By the way, Ryuji dying was like, okay, I know he's not gonna die, but that did surprise me. It's fine. That one could go there, this one could go there. Sorry, I'm focusing so hard on this. Don't you love tapping just the same, just your sentences over and over again to hopefully get everything to fit into a tiny little thing? Because YouTube is being stupid. And then this, and then this, and then... Welcome back. I will say the I don't know what to call it, the nature? Demon? Curse? I thought was interesting. I didn't know how to feel about them at first, but then it was like, oh, they're a lot more cooler than I thought. And then this, and then this. And this. Okay. The plant one, the one with the earth, whatever that one's called. Alright, now we're gonna do test whatever number we're on, because I don't know what number of tests we are on. Okay, screenshot. Give me this one. We're gonna go into this, we're gonna go to this. It's woo, boy, I love freaking specific parameters, man. Ooh, Nelly. I hate it. I hate it so much. Sorry, I'm losing my mind slowly at the amount of ridiculousness that I have to be so precise with this gosh darn thing. Okay, now we go back into here and then we click. Yeah, it's just not gonna let me. Okay. Next issue I'm going to have to do. Am I gonna have to... Oh. Alright, fine. We're gonna have to do the more annoying thing in the world. Oh, Nelly, I'm so excited. Not. Because guess who gets to go through all of the story again and move them all over again? If you're wondering what I am doing, I am currently slowly moving everything over so nothing is on the right side of the page. So if you're wondering why everything looks cramped, blame YouTube. So, yeah. Fun times. What is happening? Why are you guys... What is happening? And then... this... Oh, by the way, you guys know, Spy X Family Season 3 is coming out? I'm very excited for that. I'm rewatching Season 1 and 2. So, I can't wait to meet Damien's mom, because I know she's a scary lady, and I'm very curious. So, yeah, I'm just trying to rewatch everything to get everything caught back up in my brain before I see that. It was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna happen! Yeah, sorry if it gets confusing. It's the best I can do right now. For you to be able to see this, so... Sorry. And that's the good stuff. The plot ain't too complicated to understand. It's pretty easy to ship. Yeah, there's gonna be a new season very soon. A tad meh. I think the personalities of the characters shine through a lot. Well, maybe it's the perfect time to do so. Try again. See if you like it. If you don't, you don't. Because I did the same thing with Jujutsu Kaisen, and I was like, oh, okay, it's a lot better than I thought. I'm not gonna say that it's anime of the year best thing I've ever seen, but it's definitely good. Alright, come on. Oh, I might as well ask, since I'm doing this, can you guys think of your guilty pleasure anime? You know, an anime that is, you know, is not good, but you guys really, really enjoy it? I've already told you guys mine. Infinite Stratos exists, and I freaking love that thing, and I shouldn't love it as much as I do. Seen that thing on, I pointed out before. What, the community tab? The community tab is just the tab you see where I post my schedule for the week. Dead Man Wonderland Watanabe. Start out like, what do you mean what? Like, an anime that you know that is not good, but you enjoy. What is your guilty pleasure anime, Natural? I know you have one. Oh, that thing? That's been for a while. Yeah, that's the thing that's been happening for a while. I don't know when it's open for me specifically. I just know it's been a thing that exists. It's been, like, at least a month. Maybe? I could not tell you the precise date, I just knew it started existing at least last month. Sorry, I am very focused on shoving everything into a corner. Well, no. Which is because we're just supposed to watch them. What do you... Well, Natural, pick one specifically that you think is really bad. Like, there's gotta be some that you think are worse than others, so you could pick one. I'm almost to the end! Hooray! I'm working on it. Say what's going to happen before I even starts in the title. Layer stuff. That one. Yeah, sorry, I'm focusing immensely on moving everything so it looks nice, but also making sure that it fits. Alright, let's test it again! Woo! Yeah, this is what we're spending the last bit of the stream, is me trying to figure out the stupid thing. Okay, what if we do this? Now if I put this into there, will that work? Okay, it's too long, but it fits! Huzzah! So what's the thing? I can't hide anything from you, can I? Yay! Alright, Paul, you'll get your frickin' Elden Ring eventually, don't push it. I'm frickin' losing my crap right now with this stupid thing. Anyway. Now I now have successfully well, there's gonna be so many bunches and I'm gonna hate it, but whatever. Perfect! Okay, that one's done, so that one's the last bit. I mean, Maya. Okay, next. I have too many things. Alright. Sorry, I'm celebrating. I found something that actually fit. Into this thing, so I'm just celebrating my victories. Alright, next. So, if you're wondering why I'm silent, that's why. Because I finally got it. Let's see if that's too long. Alright. Backstabbing in the background under my trusted companions tried to unalive, but my unlimited god just goes like a 9-9. My friends and me aim out for revenge. To my it's still going? What the frick? Alright, so wait, I got so wrapped up in my love life. I almost forgot to give you this. Okay, that's fine. Go back over here. Sorry, I'm reading chat as well as figuring this frickin' thing out. Good thing that I can put 10 of these things, because, oh Nelly, we wouldn't have any of these otherwise. Woohoo! So, guys, be so ready for all of the bull crap. And this is Samurai Michael, so it's because this is what this has come to, is me slowly taking screenshot after screenshot. Is that this freaking thing? Alright. And I love, oh, you can't have the screenshot be too small because then it gets angry. And it's like, what do you mean? Ah! Okay, that should fit. Into this stupid frickin' thing. Why? Why? I hate this so much. How much? Guys, I'm about to lose my frickin' crap. Alright, let's try this. Is this enough? Kind of. Hopefully. Maybe. Yeah, trust me, if it's bad, blame YouTube. That's all I can say. Roommate, for the blah blah blah, let's go like this. And then add, and then this stupid thing. Oh, Nelly, I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay. 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 Let me even see if... Okay. I'm just losing my mind slightly. Don't mind me. I think I'm just gonna post these on freaking Twitter/X for my sanity's sake. I can't anymore. I can't anymore. It's driving me crazy. Alright, give me this. So it's gonna go on Twitter because I can't. It's driving me crazy. Because there's a limited amount of text on a post. Alright, let me just put it back to normal, because you can only probably put 4 images. So let me just put it back to normal. So that's always fun. Okay. I think we're good. Alright, let's go slightly. Okay, now I gotta clean up my screenshots folder because I have so many screenshots of the same gosh darn thing. I'm gonna be so confused. Alright. Let's try again. That's one. Anywho. The point is, did you guys have fun? I hope you guys had fun. Because it definitely is something you guys won't forget. Nor I. For probably a while. They're a lot of fun, well that's good. This there. Favorite stream. Okay, and we minimize, then we go over here, and then we go boop, 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 and then we go like this. Alright! Here is the Phoenix X Miles fan fiction from oh boy, I love that look on my face. You totally like it. Why are you saying it like that? What does that mean, Paper? Okay, can I just... Okay, can I just want... Oh, there it is. Copy. Go here. Get rid of everything. Alright, there. Story from made today. No pagan. And fiction made on stream today of Miles and Phoenix can be seen on Twitter/X. There you go. There. There, it's done. I did it. Hooray! Absolute cinema. What do you mean notifications? What the frick? Weirdos. But yeah, it's finally done. That took so long. That shouldn't have taken as long as it did. Yeah, it's finally done. Alright, well there, now it exists. I'm done. I'm done. I did it. Oh, Nelly. Yeah, I'm going to now. Oh, now I'm terrified. I love one of the first things I see is someone has modded Shrek into Resident Evil Requiem. Why? Golly, I don't think the modding community has had so much fun until that game came out a few days ago. Alright. Thank you guys for watching the stream, as chaotic and silly as it was. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!